I've owned the Fanatec DD Pro racing wheel for about a year now, and for this video I'm going to review it and answer a few of the questions that I have been asked when purchasing it, and deciding whether or not this is either the best thing ever or the most overhyped thing ever, and what I would recommend in terms of upgrades and pricing. So let's get started. We first start off with the features. The DD Pro offers a powerful direct drive motor of up to 8 Nm of torque and a strong aluminium construction, resulting in a highly realistic racing experience. The wheelbase can be paired with a variety of different steering wheels, and the ecosystem includes various pedal sets, shifters and accessories to tailor the setup to your preferences, which I'm going to get onto right now. The options to tune your Fanatec wheel are absolutely endless, and there are countless of different wheels to get, from the basic €200 WRC special wheel to the well over €1,000 BMW M4 wheel, which you can actually use in the real car. You also have a choice of a shifter, which is about €200, and there also are a massive selection of different pedals you can get, and again ranging from different types of prices and different features, from tunability to load cells to just a basic pedal set. As for the upgrades, you can get the DD Pro with the load cell brake pedal for the CSL pedals, which I'm going to be honest is just way too stiff for my liking. I actually bought even one of the aftermarket elastomers from 3D Wrap, and it was still just too stiff for me. The only way I could improve it a little bit was by adding the sponge that came with the standard brake pedal, and I basically just stuck that down to just create a little bit more brake distance so I can brake a little bit more confidently, and it gives a little bit more travel, which I preferred. Then there is also the boost kit that increases the power from 5 Nm of torque all the way up to 8 Nm of torque. Now, if I'm going to be honest, €150 for what can only be described as a plug, and then you having to pay €30 shipping on top of that, isn't worth it. Not at all. I thought it was such a ridiculous price that I actually bought mine secondhand off eBay and saved maybe €70 in the process. Now, the boost kit itself is worth it, just not at the price that they're asking for it, in my opinion. Although people have made their own and even bought third-party ones, I wasn't really too confident in making that decision based on the fact I was worried about my warranty and be afraid it'd blow up or something. And I'm not really an electrician, so I decided to just buy the real deal. Now, moving on to pricing. This was a pretty big talking point. The Fanatec DD Pro racing wheel is a high-end one at that, and the price point reflects that, with a starting price of around €700. Although I paid €50 extra to get mine a little bit sooner, and once you include the CSL pedals as well as the Gran Turismo exclusive racing wheel, you get everything you need with it. Although if you want to shake things up and add different mods or wheels or anything, you can just buy the standard DD Pro wheelbase for $600, which seemed like good value for money, although you do get the boost kit with that, which is again definitely worth it, but you will end up having to spend a little bit more money once you add your own pedals and your own wheel of your choosing. This would definitely be a good idea if you already have a Fanatec set and you're just swapping out the wheelbase. If the money is still a bit too steep for you, there is the CSL DD, which doesn't have PlayStation support. If you're not going to be using this wheel on a PlayStation like I am, then I would definitely just get this wheel instead, because you save, I think it's about €100 more you end up saving. So it is definitely better value for money if you do it that way. Now let's move on to the thing that everyone wants to know about. How does this wheel drive? And I can tell you now, it drives very, very well. Honestly, the force feedback is second to none, even though it's nowhere near as powerful as the older brothers of the DD1 and DD2 wheels. And even though it's got less power than the Logitech direct drive wheel that's just came out, the DD Pro is still incredibly realistic. You feel every single bump on the road, as you would expect, but also the way it reacts is just incredible. It does it so quickly that you know when to react, when to slide the wheel to correct the slide and stuff. Really is incredible. And obviously you can also fine tune these to different modes as well on the wheel itself, and you can just adjust that either on the app or if you press the the little button on the steering wheel, it'll go through all that sort of stuff as well. And while the little screen isn't doing that, it's either telling you your speed and telling you what gear you're in. It is honestly just mind-blowing. It definitely makes you a lot more consistent as a driver. Now, just because you're more consistent doesn't mean you're faster. That was kind of the ugly truth that I realized, is that I wasn't in any way faster than I was when I had my old Logitech wheel. But honestly, after a while, I just do the sim racing as a little pastime, just have a little fun. It also teaches me about this, again, this car driving and car control as well as tuning. But also it's given me a chance to learn more about 3D modeling and just car and track design. I'll leave a few links to any mods I've made or worked on in the past down below. But yeah, anyway, back to the wheel. The driving experience is where it's at, and it's incredible. Although I will say that the basic version of the DD Pro is just a little too bare bones for my liking. I think you do need, even just the boost kit and the regular pedals, you'll be doing alright. And even just, I know there's mods people have made for the brake pedals to make them feel a little bit more like a load cell. I would genuinely nearly just do that instead of buying the load cell brake. Now, if you are a load cell fan, then I suppose you could just get the load cell and call me an idiot or what have you. But just so you know, it is very stiff. So unless you do leg day or every day, then you'll struggle. But other than that, the DD Pro is an incredible racing wheel and it handles extremely well. So in conclusion, the Fanatec DD Pro racing wheel is a premium and high quality racing wheel that offers an immersive and realistic driving experience. Although, considering you could be looking at well over €600 to €700 for buying one, even though the price is considerably cheaper than other direct drive wheels from a few years ago, it may not be suitable for everyone. Even if you just have a normal setup, like a normal Logitech wheel, and you're getting on just fine about with that, I would honestly just tell you, just keep it. Like, keep it until it breaks, because it is a solid wheelbase, and like, if you expect spending more money to make you faster, it doesn't really do that. It'll make you more consistent and you will learn more about driving, but at the end of the day, if you just don't have fun like me, you could get away with a cheaper setup. So what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and for the 10,000 subscribers, please remember to like and share with your friends, and I hope to see you all very, very soon.